Hello, Capricorns. Happy birthday for those of you who are born in the first week of December. This reading is going to be for December 1st through the 9th. I hope everybody's ready for Christmas. Make a decision and love matters. You have acceptance of love, bountiful harvest. Matters of the heart at hand and some decisions you got to make. You could be a role model to somebody. You have a lot of self-confidence, a lot of praise. And you take really good pride in your ability to lead and inspire others. And maybe some other people are looking at you for guidance right now. You're the responsible one that normally takes action on it. And you've been, thinking about what you need to do about the problem or the situation at hand before you make the decision. Don't make it too hastily. Now, love matters. You have the 5 of Swords and the 7 of Swords. Lots of swords and wands. You might be dealing with a fire or an air sign, possibly Pisces, water signs. And you might be feeling a little self-defeated in the situation where love matters, and kind of stepping back and wondering if it's all worth it. And you may have gotten into an argument with a loved one, and you may come to realize that maybe you were thinking about walking away from the situation and leaving, but is it really that big of a deal of what you're arguing over in the big picture of life right now? I think if you look at it in the bigger picture, whatever you're arguing about isn't really gonna matter later on, but it's starting to hurt and affect other people that might be involved around the situation. An acceptance of love. You have the 5 of Wands, the King of Cups, and the 7 of Pentacles. So this is either a fire or water sign that you're dealing with. Possibly a Scorpio, Pisces, and there's a lot of unhealthy competition and arguments, disagreements, and maybe that's what you have to make a decision about, is whether you should stay in this relationship or go. You have acceptance of love, and love matters, so I don't know if you're exactly ready to leave. I think it's just an argument at this point. And this person is really emotional. And I think that has a lot to do with the arguments that maybe you've been having. And it always seems like you always have to pick up the pieces, like water the flowers. Not water the flowers, but water them with love. And you're tired and you're ready to give up, and you keep repeating the same mistakes over and over again. And maybe it's not as bad as you're trying to make it out to be. I feel like it keeps coming back to that if you turn your back on this because you've invested so much time into it, I think you're going to be disappointed. And you got to look for what you might have learned from these situations and try to fix them for the future so they don't happen again, instead of kind of maybe some kind of compromise is involved. Counseling. Like I said, I don't think it's that bad. Maybe, though, for some of you. Bountiful harvest. You got the Ace of Cups and the 3 of Swords reversed. I feel like once you release or let go of whatever's been going on and you make the decision to move forward, because you do move forward, and the situation does get better. And if you recently just left somebody or left a relationship, you might start feeling the loss right now, or you're not yet seeing the payoff of the past release. For those of you that it is a big deal, you will have a new beginning. Or you may be feeling like you're making so many sacrifices for everybody and everything else that you're not making the right sacrifices that you're supposed to be. You may be blaming someone else for that. And maybe that's how you're going to try to end the relationship without maybe thinking about your behavior and how maybe it contributed to the entire situation. Like, I feel like it's not a fair situation, that you might be overstepping it a bit, and to just, yeah, take another look at it, because you can have a new beginning. There's always room for learning, and I think it'll end up bringing you guys back together, and to finally make a fresh start emotionally. And maybe you two do need counseling, and maybe that would be the fresh start. And don't be ashamed of it, because everybody needs help. And maybe your emotions are out of control because maybe you're conceiving, or you're pregnant, and maybe a little irrational at times. And just try and get in tune with yourself and your own intuition, and pay attention to your dreams, and see if you can relate it to anything that's going on in your life right now. So thank you, Capricorns, and I will see you next week.